Welcome back to the show. I have to say, Sunda, this was an incredible show today. You were at your best. You actually spoke during the anti-Semitism segment with Zafran.
I had to. He's telling everybody's business.
He really is one of the inspirations for everybody's business, the segment we did last week, and we will bring that back.
We will, because
maybe next week or the week after.
He's out there right now talking about someone's business that is probably here in the building.
No, I know that when I tell him something, I know when I tell him something, I'm telling everybody. I know that. But yet he's a lawyer, and
he won't tell you anything about a case. He'll be like, "What happened, Mark? Are you crazy? I'm a lawyer."
When he was representing me on the movie and the contract, he wouldn't tell you anything.
Nothing.
Wouldn't tell
I'm his
Sunda.
wife.
So
I even
love
held
that.
back.
He wouldn't even tell me about my parents.
No, he wouldn't.
When he represented them.
Oh my God, he did represent you.
My parents my dad got into a car accident. He wasn't his fault. Someone just crashed into him, and Sunda's husband was the lawyer for that.
So we wanted to know what was going on,
He wouldn't say.
He wouldn't say. He said he couldn't. It was client-attorney.
Client privilege, yeah.
Client-attorney privilege, and that's Ruth and Stephen's business.
But since I am not his client, and you are his wife and not his client, anything you tell him is everybody's business.
Well, actually, James, you're more than you're his brother. That's what they all think in the building. They're like, they wear the same glasses.
My glasses are nice. His are very nice too. I like his glasses.
But you don't even look alike, but they think you're brothers.
Interesting.
And it's also at the mattress shop where they think you're other things.
We don't look alike, and they think you're my mother.
That was a Vietnamese man. That doctor. You know something? I should just go back there. Are you the mother?
Now I'm going.
Why would I look like the mother?
I'm going to the doctor with Sunda on Monday. But Sunda is not coming to the doctor with me on Tuesday.
Because I have to be with, where do I have to be? No, because he has to be there at 7:30. I have an 8:30 appointment with the orthopedic surgeon.
You know, we'll give you guys the update on my eye next week, because the eye is, I'm going to have an MRI on Tuesday.
MRI.
You know Do you know, they asked me if I was claustrophobic. I said, of course. Then they said, do you want us to put you out for the MRI? I said, of course.
Why?
And then they said, well, then you'll need someone to drive you. And I said, forget it.
Call a cab.
And I said, forget it, because she can't come with me.
Well, you know something? Why don't you call Ray Bruni on a private jet from Palmdale?
From Palmdale.
Yeah.
Will you come to the MRI? You'll drive me? Okay, Ray Bruni's going to drive me to the MRI. So hopefully you'll see us next week, because we both got to go to the doctor. And
we got to go now.
We could be dead. If we are dead, we'll be champions of out sick.
I don't want to be the champion this time.
I don't want to be champion either. I don't want to win this game.
I don't want to win.
I don't want to win. Oh my God. I don't want to win.
The game was fun, but now we don't want to win.
We don't want to win.
It's getting too real now.
When I saw my parents really playing, I was like, oh my God.
When you texted me I might have MS, I was like, oh my God.
When I saw my parents playing, I was like, what if they ask me who I'm rooting for? You know what I mean? I was like, how do I answer that question?
But you enjoyed your visit, and that
I
was
had a
good.
great visit, yeah.
And how many hours were you there? 72?
No, about 3.
No, you
That's
were
why
there.
I enjoyed it.
You were
Hello there.
72 hours.
No, I was there. I was
and
there
you should
3-4
go back
days.
more often.
I
James's
am.
family is very, very welcoming to me, and
There's
I
a
love
picture
them.
of you and my mother right there when you walk into the den. Right there. It's
As-
you and
as
my
it
mother.
should be.
Can we talk about this Viagra, Levitra, Cialis thing
Who are those people?
for a minute? Who are those people, right? You know, on the commercial, so they say that on the commercial, they say if you have an erection lasting 4 hours, call a doctor,
Did you say
right?
erection?
They say it on the commercial. Why can't we say it?
Okay.
And this always freaks me out, because a lot of guys are like, yeah, that would be awesome if I had an erection for 4 hours. I would not feel like this is awesome. I would be freaking out, and I wouldn't wait 4 hours. If I had an erection that lasted 3 hours, I would go to the emergency room. 2 hours, I'd be like, what's going on? 2 hours, I would go to the emergency room.
Why wouldn't you just relieve yourself?
Obviously, that doesn't work. I mean, or else they wouldn't say it in the commercial. Because then they would say, if you have an erection lasting 4 hours, go to a massage parlor. They would say, instead of go to the emergency room.
I don't want to talk about this. My kids are watching this.
We're ending on an up.
This changed the whole game. Guys, you were a terrific audience. We are so sorry. Children,
All right, that's it.
An erection is a monument. That
Children, you watch the Super Bowl. It's America's favorite show.
My kids don't watch
Those commercials are on nonstop. Like, we're breaking new ground here.
I don't still want my
Like, this is edgy, talking about Viagra. They're on the Cartoon Network commercials for Viagra.
Well, I don't want my kids to know about it. It's a monument. And to all my kids' friends,
Okay.
they're like monuments that are built. They're erected. And that's what we're talking about. So Uncle James is talking about.
Schmuck.
And so
She
with
just
that,
said schmuck.
I'm sorry, you can't say that.
I think you can.
This has gotten very difficult. I'm going back to Muhammad. See you guys next week.
I don't know what that meant. I'm staying right here. Have a good night. We'll see you next week. Good night.